Hey everybody, just wanted to take a minute or two or three to tell you a story. And it's something that has been near and dear to my heart, and I just want to share it with others because I've had a number of people to ask me to share this because it's important and it can help others as well. So I'm happy to do it. But about 4 years ago, and many of you know, I had a heart attack. And one day, it was just out of the blue. And come to find out, it was caused by me taking Sudafed, which was my drug of choice for staying well through the winter months. As it turns out, I was allergic to winter and stayed sick in some form or fashion, allergies and illness and sinus infections and flu and everything from about October to April every year. And that year I had found that Sudafed seemed to be helping me stay well, or sort of well, or so I thought. And after about 9 weeks of taking it every day, my heart had had enough. And turns out what happens is when you're taking a decongestant, it's not just taking congestion or fluids out of your sinuses and your head, it's also decongesting your whole body, and it's dehydrating you. And it takes with it all the minerals and electrolytes and potassium and everything that your heart needs. Potassium is what makes your heart fire. And mine just didn't want to go on. And so that day, lights, camera, action, and away we went. And some really cute guys show up in my living room. I wasn't dressed for the occasion at all, but spent the next 3 days in the hospital with the doctors trying to figure out what happened to me and why I had this heart attack, because I had no blockage, no damage, and it was like a big mystery. And I kept saying, could it be the Sudafed? Because I've been taking decongestants a lot. And is that something that sounds like it might make sense? And they were like, no, that's not it. So after 3 days of testing and nothing, I go home, felt fine, and started doing my research. And had a real big aha moment when I pull up on Google and did a search for heart issues and Sudafed, and found that I got over 600,000 hits of information on that search. So when I took that back to the doctors to show them what I had found out, they said, and I quote, "You have solved the mystery. This is what has caused your heart attack." And so, good news, bad news, they said, you can never take a decongestant again. So I said, well, since we know that, can I take myself off of all these other medications that you put me on coming out of the hospital that are giving me all these side effects? And they conceded to that. And so I had to figure out a new way of life because it wasn't going to include decongestants anymore in my life. And so doing my research and finding a product on the market that was referred to me by a nice pharmacist, and come to find out it was a nasal wash over the counter that seemed to do the trick, and it was keeping me well. And eventually I wanted to figure out what this was made out of. It didn't even dawn on me for a while. And looking and dissecting the ingredients, it was all made out of plant-based essential oils. And it had all these other ingredients and chemicals and stabilizers and fillers and extenders and things that I couldn't pronounce. And I thought, well, it must be the essential oils that's doing the trick for me. So I started making my own nasal spray out of essential oils, because I'd started hearing about them and enjoying what I'd heard, and knowing that they are a plant-based oil. It's the lifeblood of a plant. And if you don't know what an essential oil is, we have blood in our veins. Plants have essential oils in them that fight off fungus and bacteria, and they keep the immune system of the plant healthy, and they just fight off toxins around the plant and even predators. And it does the same thing in our body. Turns out God knew what he was doing when he created essential oils for plants and plant beings. And so using these in place of chemicals and drugs and things that we layer on more and more to stay well and get well and then fight the side effects of the last medication you took. Wellness at the core of us is our goal, and boosting our immune systems to fight off all of the same fungus and bacteria and predators that the plants have to. It can be achieved through essential oils. So the goal was to start working on the toxins in and around me, and working on my house for my family to not breathe and eat and take in all the chemicals that surround us. It can be a long road, but it's a journey that's so well worth it and has improved the health and wellness, certainly of me and all of the family. But I just wanted to share that because I've had people say, you need to tell people about this, because what has happened too is, as I've learned, and I'm so passionate about the essential oils now that I'm teaching classes about them, because I've learned that there are many, many, many brands of essential oils on the market. And after doing my research and understanding the good, better, best of this industry, that Young Living essential oils are the only oils that I would use, that I would put in or on my body or my family, or the products that we use from them that detoxify our home and our bodies, because they're pure. You can find essential oils in any natural grocery store. They're everywhere, and natural food stores or anything like that. They will have an expiration date on them because they're not pure. They're not the pure oil. They're not pure lavender. They're not pure lemon or frankincense or whatever the oil is. Many of them have fillers and chemicals and toxic agents that are used to stretch the oil. It's all about the money. And so I found that Young Living is toxic free, so beyond organically grown and cared for. And because of this, I have dared to share and really just want to inform people of what's out there that can help you in your fight for wellness, whether it's respiratory or endocrine or circulatory, immune, hormonal, emotional, brain function, weight loss. There's just so many things that essential oils can help you with. So I just wanted to share that and let you know that I am teaching classes about it now because I am that passionate about it. I want to share with everyone. I want them to know that there's a better way, that there's an easy way, and I feel so good. My body and life and health couldn't be better. And I just, I feel so passionately about sharing that message with as many people as I possibly can. And I've gone on too long here, but it's something that's, like I say, that a lot of people have asked me to share. So I didn't want to keep that when I could be helping others with the message, and with whether it's about decongestants and learning about that, or just that there's an alternative way to detoxifying your home and your body and building your immune system to keep it healthy and able to fight off all the things that are in and around us. It only takes 30 seconds for any chemical or any lotion or anything that we put on our skin. It takes 30 seconds for that to go into our bloodstream. And so it goes with essential oils. It takes 30 seconds for the beneficial essential oil to go into the bloodstream and begin the detoxification process. Sounds crazy. Ask me questions. I'd love to help. I am dearly engaged with this, and I'm so grateful. I'm so passionate, but I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to help. So take care. I'll hush now. Good to see you all, and talk to you soon. Thanks. Good night. Hugs.